All right, well, I hope everybody's having a good day today. We are going to go over section 3.2. At the moment, I'm kind of in between sessions here right now, and I figured I'd get this done real quick. Hope everything went okay with the rotation sections. Let's talk about translations. First of all, what is a translation? Before I get to that, just want a reminder that notes are going to be able to be used for this assessment. So make sure that you are taking some notes as you go through this, especially with about how these are done. So with that being said, what's a translation in math? A translation in geometric terms in which we move every point of the figure the same distance in the same direction without changing its size, shape, or orientation. So I've got this triangle sitting out here, and you can kind of think about it as dragging things. So if I take this shape and I drag it, I've just done a transformation. I haven't changed its size, I haven't changed its shape, I haven't done anything like that, but it's moved. That's what essentially a translation is doing. A translation is just moving an object a given distance. And if you think about, what's changing when we're talking about in the coordinate plane, remember, this is our x value and this is a y value. So I've got an x value sitting right there. This is a certain x value and this is a certain y value. Well, if I take this object and I translate it, I can grab it and translate it now, this x and y value is changing a given distance. So I can add or subtract something from the x value, and I can add and subtract something from the y value. And that's all we're really going to do when we're doing these translations. So let's look at a couple of quick examples. So let's say that we have this triangle with locations of 2, 4, for my d value, my e value is at 4, 1, and my f value is at 4, negative 2. We're going to take this graph and we're going to translate it. We're going to translate it by subtracting 2 from my x value and 2 from my y value. So the way we really do that is all we have to do is if at d is at 2, 4, my new image is going to be my original image 2, and that's just this 2 right here, minus what they tell me we're translating it. We're subtracting 2. Now I'm going to take my 4 for my y value, 4, and again, that's just from my original 1, and I'm going to subtract it 2 from there because that's what they tell me my translation is. So my new d value, 2 minus 2 is 0, 4 minus 2 is 2, so my new d value is at 0, 2. Which is right there. So it's sliding that direction 2 units. Now every single point is going to do that same thing. So if I take this e value, my e value is at 4, 1. That's my original e. So my e prime is going to be 4 minus 2 and 1 minus 2. So my new e value is going to be at 2, negative 1. So 2, negative 1. There's my new e value. My f value now is at 4, negative 2. Okay, so my f prime value is going to be at 4 minus 2 and negative 2 minus 2, which is the point 2, negative 4, which is right there. There's my f prime. So there's my new figure. My new figure has the exact same shape as my original figure. It's just been moved. We're going to take a little pause here. I got to jump to see what time my next session starts. Here real quick, give you a preview of what I'm doing right now. Okay, my next session is this one right here. Starts at 7:45 with Ben Thompson. So I got a few more minutes. We can do a couple more examples. Okay, so let's look at the next one. The next type. Okay, now we've got to find them. Okay, so we're going to list our W, X, Y, and Z. So my W value, and I'm going to leave it some space. So my original W is at negative 2, 2. This is my original W, is at negative 2, 2. Notice I'm going to give myself some space. The Y value is at 1, 3. The F value is at 0, negative 2. And the X value is at 1, 2, 3, negative 3, negative 3. And we are going to translate this. Let's go x plus 2 and y minus 1. I'm going to move that out of my way. I'm actually going to take this to the top. Not too much, grab too much. Let's try this. We're going to take this. That's going to be our translation. Okay, so we'll do the translation in a different color. So I'm going to add 2 to my x value, and I'm going to subtract 1 from my y value. So that gives me the point 0, 1. So 0, 1 is right there. That's my new w. My new y value is going to be 1 plus 2, and then 3 minus 1. So 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's right there. My new f value is going to be 0 plus 2 and negative 2 minus 1. So that gives me the point 2, negative 3. So 2, negative 3 is right there. And the last one, negative 3, negative 3. So negative 3 plus 2, and then negative 3 minus 1. So negative 1, negative 4. So negative 1, negative 4. So they're there. So this is my new drawing. And there it is. So that's W, Y, F, and X. The other way you can do this, maybe a little bit easier, is if we take this, let's say that our translation this time is gonna be X plus, let's go X minus 2. Let's go X minus 1. And Y plus 2. Okay, so if we have that, so we're going to take my x value and I'm going to subtract 1. So really my x value is going to go this way 1 and up 2. Okay, so that's 1, 2. There's my new w value. Now each of my places are going to do that. 1 up 2. There's my new y. F is 1 up 2. There's my new f, and 1 up 2. There's my new x. So there's x prime, there's f prime, there's y prime, and there's w prime. And so those are all my new points. There, 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 and there. All right, so that is transformations. This is what you're going to do in your assignment today. Do the best you can. Remember, a translation is just the sliding and the shifting of an object. And we will be back at this tomorrow with rotations. Have a great day, everybody.